Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So no need of switching off on your videos right now. If it is needed, I'll be asking you to do so. First of all, good afternoon all of you. Let's start with today's class. As you all know that we will be doing a literature chapter. Before reading the chapter or reading the text, we'll see a few or a presentation on the story of this chapter called The Pact with the Sun. Okay, so let's just start with it. First of all, share screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first of all, let's just see the presentation. Just a moment, I have to switch on the sound. Share sound. Yep. Okay, concentrate while listening to the video and watching it, because after it we'll be playing a quiz where you have to answer the question. So without wasting any time, let's see the presentation.
A Tale of Two Birds. This story is about two birds that were separated when young and how they grow up to be very different from each other. A mother bird lived with her two baby birds in the forest. The mother bird was killed during a big storm when their nest was destroyed. Strong winds blew away the baby birds far away. One little bird landed near a cave where robbers lived, while the other reached the area near a rishi's ashram. With time, the baby birds became big birds. One day, the king was hunting deer in the forest where the birds lived. After the long chase, he stopped to rest below a tree near a cave. He heard a voice talking about him. The voice was telling someone to rob the king of his horse and jewels. The king looked up and saw that the voice belonged to a brown bird. He rode off quickly. A little while later, he arrived at the rishi's ashram. Again, he heard a brown bird speaking. This time, the bird welcomed him warmly. It directed the king to enter the ashram to rest and have cold water. The king noticed that the bird looked exactly like the other bird. The bird told him that they were brothers. However, they no longer spoke to each other. When the rishi returned, the king told him about the two birds and how different they were from each other. The rishi replied that each bird had imbibed the qualities of the people they kept company with. The bird that lived with the robbers had grown up thinking and speaking like them. The bird that lived near the ashram had grown up to be like the people living in it.
So, have you liked this story? Have you liked this presentation, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Isn't
ma'am.
it really interesting to look at these colorful pictures and really nice cartoons which move in front of us? It is always enjoyable for the children like you all. Whenever I was a children, I also like these kind of things. So before we start today's story, I would like to tell you that after this we'll be playing a quiz. Okay, and the text which is in front of us, we would be reading the text right now, and you people would be helping me in doing that. Okay, so just let's start. Indranil, I would like to start with you. Please start the text, read it, and read slowly
Yes,
so that
ma'am.
everybody understands.
Okay, ma'am. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall, shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. One day there was a big storm. There was thunder, lightning, and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the bird lived also came down. A big, heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside a Rishi's ashram a little distance away.
Thank you. So, Indranil, as we have seen that a very common word which has been used in here is little. Okay.
Ma'am, your voice is low.
So as I was telling all of you that a very simple kind of a word has been used in here, that is the word little. Let's know the meaning of little, then we would be using this word, and we would find out how this word is being used over here. Okay, so see, little, this is a noun. Little can be used as a noun, and it can also be used as an adverb and adjective. Okay, first of all, if it is being used as a noun, what is the meaning of it? A small amount of duration. An example, he accepted the little they gave him. So as you can see, the meaning of little as a noun is different from the meaning of the adverb. See, what is the meaning of the adverb? Not much. He talked little about his family. And the last one which I want to show you is little as an adjective. Little as an adjective means small or little, limited or below average in number or quantity or magnitude. Now you tell me, Indranil, what do you think this word little has been used as in this text? Is it a noun? Is it an adverb or an adjective?
Ma'am, in this text, the word little has been used as an adjective.
Very good. Little has been used as an adjective because as we can see that here the word little is actually describing the birds, describing the little birdlings. Okay, so that's why this small, to let us know or to give an image of the birds. If you can just close your eyes and see in front of your eyes, see, you will be seeing a small bird in front of your eyes in your imagination. So that's why this word little is using or is helping us to understand or imagine the bird in a proper way, that it is a very small bird which was chirping, right? And obviously the video has helped us also to understand the kind of bird it was. Okay, so let's move to the next section of the text. Bodhi, can you read this portion, please?
Yes, ma'am. Days passed and the baby birds became big birds. One day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up! There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he will slip away." The king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. He quickly got on to the horse and rode away as fast as he could.
Very good. So another very interesting word which I have found out, I know that you know the meaning of it, that is road. Okay, so let's know a few things about this word road. So we would be searching the word road with its present form, that is ride. Okay, so ride can be also used as noun and as a verb. Noun, as a noun, what does it mean? Ride means drive, a journey in a vehicle, and ride also means as a verb that sit. Okay, now both of you tell me what kind of usage has been found out over here in the text. Is it a noun or a verb?
Ma'am, it is a noun.
Yes, Bodhisattva, I can't hear you. Bodhi, can you just repeat once again?
Ma'am, it is a verb.
It is a verb.
It is a verb.
Yes, it is a verb, because as you can see, we are reading this word as road. Okay, it's not ride, which is being used over here. So as you can understand, we can understand that ride has two types of usage over here. One word is ride, another word is road. So actually verbs have three types of forms. One is the present form, one is the past form, and another one is the past participle one. Okay, so we are not writing it in full because it would take a little time. So P for past, PR for present, and PP for past participle. Okay, so there are three forms of it. Present is, first of all, we are writing past, so road is the past form which is used over here in the text. Ride is the present one, and can anybody tell me what can be the third form of it?
Ma'am, ridden.
Ridden.
Yes,
Ma'am,
good.
ridden.
Good. So ridden is the third form of it. Road is the first form or the past form. Ride is the second form or the present form, and past participle form is ridden, as you can understand. And we all know which form has been used over here, that is road. Okay, because stories are normally written in past. So as you can see here, road has been used. Can you tell me the sentence, Chahat, where the word road has been written?
Yes, ma'am.
Please find out in these two paras there is the word road which has been used.
Ma'am, saw a deer and rode after it.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, Chahat. So as you can see, it is a story which is written. That's why the past form has been used of the verb, that is rode after it. He rode on for a long time. Okay, so next one, Nishka, please read.
Ma'am, can you please add her because she is in the waiting room?
She's in the waiting room. Okay, I'm adding her. But it's not being shown that she's in the waiting room.
Ma'am, but she have messaged me.
Okay, no problem. Devya, can you just read this portion, please?
Yes, ma'am. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The Rishi will be back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. This one looks like the other bird. Outside the cave, he said to himself loudly. You are right, sir, answered the bird. He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore. Just then the rishi entered the ashram.
Okay. So Devai, can you give me a synonym of amazed which has been used over here? See, he was amazed. He was amazed. So
Ma'am,
what?
amazed. Amazed means surprise.
Okay. So let's check that she has answered correct or not. Amazed, and search for it. See, amazed means, obviously she is absolutely right. Very good words are kept over here. Can you see that? Amazed, astonished, astounded, stunned, and obviously surprised, overwhelming, surprised, shocked. Okay, so you are absolutely correct. It is surprised. Okay, so in this way we can understand that both the birds were actually separated from each other, and as they found out their companies, they are being brought up like that. Like, first of all, the first bird which is being talked about is the bird who followed, or who was being brought up by the robbers, and for that reason she is also talking like the robbers, the person, or she's finding out the king and asking him, or asking the robbers to come and loot the king, while the other bird who is in front of the ashram is talking like a saint. He is telling to the king that he should take care of him, he should take help of the rishi, and should take rest. Okay, the last portion, Anushka, can you read?
Yes,
Anushka?
ma'am. Welcome, side and make your. Yes, ma'am.
Continue.
Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while. Then you can share my food. The king told the rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. The forest is full of surprises, he said. The holy man smiled and said, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talk about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always heard. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. I'll tell you more about this place and these birds.
Right. So as you can see here, as I was saying, the king is also acknowledging that the person who keeps the company in a right way actually rears itself, or rear himself as a proper person, and a bad company can make a bad person out of a human being, right? So let's just come to the quiz section, and I would like to know how much you have understood the text. Okay, why this is not going? Okay, so the quiz section. I hope that all of you can see the quiz. So I'll start with Ayan. Ayan,
Yes, ma'am.
you have to tell me the answer. How was the mother bird killed? In a storm, in a flood, in a hailstorm, or in an earthquake?
Ma'am, option A, in a storm.
Okay, let's see. Correct. The mother bird was killed in a storm. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the mother bird. Okay, next one. Anushka, you tell me, what does the story teach us?
Yes, ma'am.
one is known by the company one keeps.
Very good. So let's see what it shows. Yes, it is also a correct answer. The story teaches us that one is influenced by the people around them, and therefore one must take care to associate it with good people. So as your friends would be, you will grow up like that. So while choosing your friends, you have to be wise. Next one, Indranil, would you like to answer this one? What did the king do after listening to the first bird? He killed the bird, he caught the robbers, he rested in the cave, he got on to his horse and rode away.
Ma'am, it will be option D. He got on to his horse and rode away.
Absolutely correct. He got on to his horse and rode away. Can you tell me why did he do so?
Ma'am, to escape from the robbers, or else they would rob him.
But why the robbers would come? They were not there. What do you think?
Ma'am, the bird was telling the robbers to come and rob the man.
Absolutely correct. The bird was actually calling the robbers. They were there in the cave, and the bird was helping them to rob the king. Okay. So the next question, Bodhi, can you tell me how did the king get lost in the forest?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, option D. He went deep into the forest while chasing a deer.
Very good. So why the king was chasing the deer?
Ma'am, because he came to the forest to hunt.
Very good. So he came to the forest to hunt. He was chasing a deer. According to Bodhi, this is the correct answer. Let's see. Okay, this is absolutely correct. The king got lost in the forest after he went deep into the forest while chasing a deer to kill the deer, because he came here to hunt. And the last one would be answered by Chahat. Chahat, why did the first bird talk like robbers? The first bird kept the company of robbers. The first bird was given the training of how robbers talk, or the first bird wanted to become a robber.
Ma'am, option A, the first bird kept the company of robbers.
Very good. So let's see. Yes, it is. It is the correct answer. The first bird lived near the robbers, hence he learnt their talk and repeated them. So can you tell me from where did the bird found out by the king? Where was the bird when the king saw it?
Under
Anyone?
under the ma'am, this one number 6. Which one of the following?
No, I am just asking like that. There is no question written. I want to know that where did the king find out the bird? Where did he notice it first? In a branch of a
Ma'am,
tree?
on the tree.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
On a branch of
Where
a tree, the bird was sitting, right? So there he first saw the bird, and the bird actually astonished him. Okay. So let's start with the questions which is given here. How did the two baby birds get separated? I think Nishka is with us. Is Nishka with us? Nishka, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's start with Nishka only. Nishka, can you tell me the first question's answer? How did the two
Yes,
birds
ma'am.
get separated?
Yes, ma'am. Once there was a strong storm, so in that the baby birds flew away and they
Yes,
separated from each other.
very good. Very good. Devi, number 2. Where did each of them find a home?
One bird found a home in beside the robber's cave, and one found the home in the beside the Rishi's ashram.
Very good. Okay, so first one, or the first bird was there in front of the cave of a robber, and the second bird was flown to the Rishi's ashram. And the third one, what did the first bird say to the stranger? Who was the stranger, Indranil?
Ma'am, here the stranger was the king.
Very good. And what the first bird was saying to the stranger or the king?
The first bird told the king that the robbers were in a cave and he was telling the robbers to come and rob the rich man.
Okay. So fourth one can be it's done almost. Fourth one, just the fourth one we would be answering, then we would be moving to the sixth one. Okay. Fourth one, can you answer, Ayan? What did the second bird say to him?
Yes, ma'am. The second bird said to him that please go inside to the Rishi's ashram and take rest at there and
Yes.
and
And feel like home, right? Yeah. And the sixth one's,
comfortable.
yes, be comfortable. And the sixth one's answer, appropriate answer would be, Anushka. One, a bird in hand, or one is known by its company, or a friend in need is a friend indeed. Anushka, which one?
Ma'am, second one. One is known by the company, one key.
Very good. So fifth one would be your homework. In the next class I'll be discussing the fifth one's answer. So we can call off the meeting right now. Okay.
Ma'am, yesterday you have given question number 5. I have written it.
Okay, but today I won't be discussing it, as we are we are done with the class. We would be discussing in the next class the fifth one. Bye for today. We'll be meeting in the next day. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
you.